We're just coming up to a place called Jacob's Haven in Disco Bay, and it is right next to a huge glacier that's just spitting out all these huge icebergs. And somehow we have to navigate through all these icebergs to get into the harbour.
Coming from the sea, it will often appear as if the entrance, which is just to the north of the glacier, is closed by ice. But as you approach, openings in the ice front will appear. Alright, we've decided that it doesn't look very safe to try and poke through there. It looks like one solid mass of ice. I don't believe there is a channel through there. And if there was, you'd have to pass so close to them that if one of them fell down or something. So we're going to go out and around the whole front of the glacier and all the ice. Looks like you might be able to get through around there and then come back in. Sucks.
I can't believe we're sailing through all this. It's so beautiful and amazing, but very scary at the same time. Oh, I can start to see the town. We're gonna make it after all.
We just bought a halibut from a local fisherman as we went past. Have a look. It's so beautiful around here, it's amazing.
So we spent about 3 days in a place called Ilulissat, and it was a much needed break. We actually relaxed, we slept in, we went for beautiful walks that overlooked Jacob's Haven Glacier.
Massive like field of ice. As far as you can see, there's just ice, ice, ice crammed. Sort of all gets spitted out at the end of this glacier and gets pushed out to sea. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And sled dogs, there's like 5,000 sled dogs in the village. We run around taking photos of them and the puppies, and so cool. We just got back from taking some photos in the beautiful lighting. We bought 2 more halibut from some local fishermen, and on the way back in we just discovered this giant iceberg just drifting into the harbour, and it's bearing down on teleport, so I'm not sure if we're going to have to get out of here or what. It's been so hard trying to get out of Jacob's Haven this morning. We've just been winding, you know, around icebergs and bits of ice here and there. We have scrunched into 1 or 2 suitcase-sized ones, but sort of more on the side, just a glancing blow. They seem okay, but it's pretty exciting times.
It's really weird, some of the icebergs look like they're actually islands.
So we're anchored here, and these giant growlers just keep on.
What a lovely anchorage, right in the middle of an ice field.
We just went past a really amazing iceberg with a really beautiful arch in it, and we decided we just had to get some photos. So we put the dinghy in, and I jumped in and rowed to one side, and Jess sailed around the other side, and we got these awesome photos just as Jess sort of went through this arch, and it was perfect. Very cool. Such a lovely, perfect weather, and yeah, it's just loving it out here. Part of the really exciting thing about all these icebergs, and a bit scary, is that at any moment pieces can just break off them with a really loud, it sounds like a gunshot going off, and ice explodes everywhere and huge pieces just carve off into the water, which can create a huge wave, which can be dangerous if you're too close. But then the whole thing can become unstable and the whole berg just rolls over, like immense hunks of ice just go, and that creates all sorts of waves, and so you got to get, you know, not too close to these things.
Chris and I had an amazing time going up the coast of Greenland. From Ilulissat to Upernavik, it was just spectacular. We stopped at some beautiful little anchorages. We got to pick fresh mussels, mountain sorrel.
Arctic mussels. I think we're going to have paella for lunch. Look, we just found some mountain sorrel. This is the stuff that Clark and I used to really look for when we were crossing Victoria Island up in the Arctic, because it's like, it tastes like berries. Like, it's got a really sweet taste to it. And it's about the only fresh stuff we had up there, but this is awesome. We can add some to dinner. There's heaps of it. We're just filling up our drink water for the boat from this little mountain stream. You can see it's actually, there's a patch of snow up there and it's just melted and running down the mountain. So it's so beautiful. All around here are just heaps of different flowers, and it's very green and lush. Great.
I just finished making a wonderful paella with Arctic mussels, cod, and seasoned with some mountain sorrel.
Look at that.
We even stopped at some little villages along the way, got some fresh fish. It was just incredible.
So even though we got a dyno start for the engine, it seems to get really hot when the engine's running, so there's something going on there. So I've taken it off and we're hand starting the engine every single time now, ever since we left Nook, which is a bit annoying, but it's not too bad. So it's almost midnight and we're just sailing into Upper Nubnik, which is our last place in Greenland before we then head across Baffin Bay to Canada, back over that way, which is maybe a 4 or 5 day sail. So this is it for Greenland. So we're just going to have a race to see who can put on our survival suits the quickest, because we've got to keep practice at how to put them on. So ready, go! Not bad. I reckon we could do it quicker though if we tried.